Thank you. Okay. So Hemlata madam, ఈ రోజు టాపిక్ మీద చెప్పింది ఫస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ ఇంపోర్ట్ యూజర్ అంటే ఏంటి అనే క్వశ్చన్.
ఇంపోర్ట్ యూజర్ అంటే నేను చెప్పాను అంటే
సో అలాగే
internal
ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయాలి
UI
మేడం.
tools.
ఓకే, యా, యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ లైక్ దట్ ఓన్లీ. ఓకే, కంపేర్ టు ప్రీవియస్ డేస్ నౌ యు ఆర్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయినింగ్ అట్లీస్ట్ పాయింట్స్ 4-5 పాయింట్స్. ఓకే, అలాగే ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వండి, గట్టిగా ప్రిపేర్ అయితే ఇది.
కానీ వర్క్ అసైన్మెంట్ చేస్తుంటే డౌట్స్ వస్తాయి సార్ బాగా.
డౌట్స్ వస్తే క్లాస్ లో పోస్ట్ చేయండి మేడం, లేకపోతే అడగొచ్చు ఇక క్లాస్ లో, ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. లేదంటే సాటర్డే సండేస్ అయితే మీకు చెప్పాను కదా, 2 people ఉంటారు, ఆనంద్ అని ఒక పర్సన్ ఉంటారు గ్రూప్ లో, కాంటాక్ట్ అవ్వచ్చు మీరు.
సార్ రియాక్ట్ అవుతున్నారు సార్.
ఆనంద్ కనెక్ట్ అవుతున్నారా?
అడుగుతున్నాను సార్.
అతను ఏంటంటే వీక్ ఎంప్లాయీ, వర్కింగ్ ఎంప్లాయీ, 5 days బిజీగా ఉంటారు. సో సాటర్డే సండే అయితే మనం వాళ్ళని కాంటాక్ట్ అవ్వచ్చు. అతను ఇంకా రియల్ టైం కూడా చెప్తాను మీకు ఏమైనా అట్లా ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఉన్నా కూడా. రాము అనే పర్సన్ కూడా ఉంటుంది, ఇంకో అబ్బాయి మన గ్రూప్ లో ఉన్నారు, రాముని కూడా మీరు కాంటాక్ట్ అవ్వచ్చు. అతను కూడా మీకు హెల్ప్ చేస్తారు వీకెండ్స్ లో. వాళ్ళు బిజీ ఉంటే బట్ తర్వాత మీకు ఎప్పుడో కనెక్ట్ అయ్యి హెల్ప్ చేస్తారు మీకు ఖచ్చితంగా. మీ వారు హెల్ప్ చేయకపోతే మీరు నన్ను అడగండి, క్లాస్ నాకు అడగొచ్చు ఏంది డౌట్ అని చెప్పి. అర్థమవుతుందా? ఓకే. So today we'll discuss about data loader. Okay, import wizard is a Salesforce internal UI tool. Okay, you no need to install. It will support only few standard objects and all custom objects. Okay, we can do insert, update, upsert mainly. And I mentioned it will support only account, contact, lead, solution, campaign members objects only. Okay, it will support up to 50K records. In case if any duplicate records there, we can easily, it will identify easily. It will show error message, duplicate rules. Duplicate records, it will show. Okay, now data loader. So this will support like a 50 million records. Okay, we can load data 50 million records using data loader tool. So this tool we have to install, madam. It is not a Salesforce inbuilt. We have to install this tool. Install, and along with data loader, and we need to, along with this, we have to install JDK also, Java software also you have to install to work on this tool. Okay. And third one, it will support all standard plus custom objects. So just one question. For standard objects, what is the label name and API name will be there? For account, what will be the API name? Account only. Contract? Contact only. Case? Case only. Opportunity? Opportunity only. Campaign?
Campaign only.
Okay, so 99% standard objects label name, API name will be same. For custom object student, what is the API name?
Student underscore C.
Teacher?
Teacher underscore C.
Okay, now leave about these things. So we have, everyone knows a product object, right, in Salesforce. Product object, price book object, everyone knows, right? What is the product object? Standard object or custom object?
Standard objects.
Then what is the API name for product?
Products, sir.
Correct. Price book?
Price books.
Check in Google today and tell me answer tomorrow. What is the, you have to check product and price book, objects, API names. I'll ask this question in the next class. Okay, you only just research in Google, you will get answer easily. The racket. Okay. And everyone knows lookup relationship, right? Yes or no? Lookup relationship until Sanur.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is the relationship between account and contact? So this is also, you need to know, you need to check. I'll ask questions on the Monday. Account and contact and account and opportunity. What is the relationship between these two objects? Okay, understand? అర్థమైందా? సో ఈ క్వశ్చన్స్ టుమారో ఐ లాస్ట్ this is complete. Just search in Google. Okay. Okay. So data loader will support all standard custom objects. Okay. So here we can perform more operations. Actually, in the input wizard, we can do only 3 operations: insert, update, upsert. But here we can do more actions like insert, update, upsert. Upsert ante combination of both insert and update. You can do both at the time both records. And what else, madam? Insert, update, upsert, delete. Okay. Hard delete, export, export all. I'll explain all those things. Okay, one by one. Okay. So like this. Okay. So where you can check data loader is if you go to the Salesforce org, just click on setup. We have to download and install the data loader. Okay, it is like a tool, but import wizard is available by default in Salesforce Data Loader. This is integrations. You can see. You can click on this. So here you can click on downloads. Here you can click on guide, like how we can download and what all the things we can need. Right? First, just click on this line guide. So it will give all the steps, right? How to download. Data loader can be used in any system, Mac or Windows. Okay. So up to 150 requires when using the bulk API 2 point. Actually, it is 50 million only. Maybe it is changed. I'm not. I'll check confirm. Okay. So field mapping, all objects are mentioned, right? We should use a CSV file only here also. Okay. Install data loader, right? You can see here. Click on download and install data loader. So, so to install data loader, I mentioned, right? We have to use this JDK 17 also. We have to use. So Azure, okay. Okay. So here you have to install JDK 17. You can say Java 23 version, right? But for us, we need the 17. Java 17 version. Like this. So you can use anyone in this one. Okay. So for example, most of us we are using like a Windows laptop only, right? So what you can do, you can use this anyone. So for example, Windows laptop. Most of us we are using 64-bit laptop, right? I think this one you have to use. I think you can check your operating system. Everyone using most of things are Windows only. In case if you're using Mac, Linux, other things, you can use this. We have to install this one. So try to use this one. I think most of us operating systems will be this one only. I think all our laptops nowadays. Okay, you have to select this one. Click download. Use .msi. If you use .zip file, what will happen again? You have to unzip and you have to install so many things. But use what you have to use .msi. You click MSI. Okay. So it will take time. It will install here. Okay. So you have to install this one first. Before installing data loader, you have to open. You have to install this one. Understand everyone? అర్థమైందా? If you click double click this one, Did complete, not completed well. So if you double click this one, it will install. Just you have to click next, 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 next. That's it. Nothing is more, because already I have installed this one. I don't want to do again. So just I'm saying you click on next, 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 like that you have to do. So this one first you have to install your laptop. Clear? అర్థమవుతుందా? So once you install that JDK, okay, I'll share this link also. You can found here. This link is there, na? So here only you can click on this link. You can go for 17. Okay. So similarly, consideration for data loader. So data loader directly you can install in our system directly. Okay. If you can go here home page, setup. Okay, already I have opened here. So here you can click downloads. So here you can see. I think most of us using Windows, right? You can use this for Windows 10, 11, whatever you want. Where is the link? Download link. Data loader client application. Download and install data loader. Come this one. So I think here you have to use download Spring 25 release. So this one you have to open it. You have to click. First you can unzip that one. You have to unzip it one. You can unzip here or some other places. You can do it whatever you want. So once you've done this, you have to click install. It is not telling. So you have to click this link. It will install automatically, but maybe already I have in my system. That's why it's not working, I guess. I'll try to open. See, you can see already it is there in my system, like this. So once you install, it will check data requires Zulu Open JDK 11 is there in your system or not. Okay. So what you have to do first, install that JDK as I mentioned in this link. Okay. And the other one is you have to install the data loader. That is also I'll share the link here. So click on this and install it. Okay. Then once you install, you can see this type of icon here. I can see right data load or something just now I type like this. You can see icon. So once you open, it will come like this. So you can see we have so many operations here: insert, update, upsert, delete, hard delete, export, export all. Okay. So we'll do one by one. For example, yesterday we have created some data, right? The CSV file. Where is that data loader file? That, I have so much of data. That's where it is. Okay. So batch 45. So yesterday I have created this data, right? In the lead object. So everyone tried in the student object? Try చేసి yesterday student object లో? హలో, వినిపిస్తుంది అందరికి?
ఎస్ సార్ వినిపిస్తుంది. ఇది
yesterday I have ట్రై చేయమని చెప్పాను స్టూడెంట్ object ట్రై చేసిరా మేడం?
ఇది చేయలేదు సార్, మీరు చేశారు కదా, అదే చేసి నాకు ఎర్రర్ వచ్చింది సార్ డాటా లోడర్ లో.
డేటా లోడర్ ఇంపోర్ట్ చేసాడా?
డాటా లోడర్ లో ఇప్పుడు ఇది ఎక్సెల్ చేశారు కదా సార్, కోయిలి అదే ఎగ్జాంపుల్.
అవును.
అది చేస్తే నాకు కింద ఎర్రర్ వచ్చింది సార్.
సో ఇంపోర్ట్ విజార్డ్ లోనా డేటా లోడర్ మేడం? yesterday we told discuss in import wizard only, right? Not data loader.
Yes, sir. Import is.
ఎస్ సార్, ఇంపోర్ట్ విజార్డ్, సారీ.
సో ఏమైనా వచ్చింది మేడం మీకు? yesterday కనిపించట్లే ఇంకొకటి ఫైల్. ఓకే, I'll do one thing. I'll create one more file separate now. Okay. I'll take account object otherwise. Account info. Open this. For example, in the account, what are the required fields, sir?
Account name.
What else?
Last name, sir.
Account last name and the account name. What is the first contact also you can see one last name. Okay, account name is required. You can add rating, right? That's it. Remaining fields are not required. Okay. So do one thing. I'll go with this here. I'll put a name. I'll give a rating.
Numbers.
I'll give a phone number. I'll give a
Account number.
you can give account number. Account number.
Number of.
Account type. Employees. Right? You can add some more SLA, example. SLA. Okay. So for example, name I'll take some like RCB 11, RCB 22, 2, like that. I can create some 34. Okay. So I'll do one thing. Only account name is required here, right? I'll make it some other fields are required using validation rule, for example. So I want to make phone is required using validation rule. How we can make it? How we can make out
You
using
can enable checkbox. Required check.
okay, fields in the relationship. So validation rules. ఒకటి using checkbox also you can do. Other one is what? Validation rules also.
Page load also.
Page load also you can do. 3 options. This is phone is mandatory. ఏ ఫంక్షన్ వాడాలి సార్?
Yes,
Is blank.
Is blank. ఏ ఫీల్డ్ మేడం? ఫోన్ ఫీల్డ్.
Phone.
ఫోన్ నంబర్
Yes, sir.
Phone is this.
okay. So phone is mandatory. Okay. I'll set the phone. Yeah, full as the phone. Click save. So remember, now phone is required. How we made this field is required? Using which option? ఏ ఆప్షన్ చేస్తాం సార్? Validation.
Validation rule.
So we have other options also, right? Other options ఏంటి? For example, if you go to the account object. For example, I want to make this field. Example, SIC code, not SLA. I want to make SLA is required. Using page layout. How we can do that using page layout?
Edit object.
Go to page layout.
Actually, but what has happened is in the account actually we have so many page layouts. Okay, so to check this is which page layout, we are in sales application, right? Can you check is there anything called account sales layout? Allow that something we have account marketing layout, account sales layout allow that. We'll see. If that is there, then we can use that. Otherwise, what is the easy option? Like we are in this is like a which page layout. You can just click edit page. Edit page. So if you click here, this one, this section, it will display we are in which page layout. It's not showing. Okay. Here you can see we are in which layout now.
Account
See, this
Account
option is we
layout.
have this many layouts. All these layouts are there in the account object, but we are using this layout now. Directly you can go this layout and you can adjust the field. Which field I want to make required now? SLA field. Where is SLA field? This one. How I need to make it required? Using
Name.
page layout. Click save. So remember all these things. Phone is required using validation. SLA is required using which option?
page.
Page layout.
Page layout option. What is the other one? At the time of field creation, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that one also we can take. Go to any field. Maybe you can take this custom fields. SLA how we have taken now.
You can give ratings.
Rating. I think standard fields we cannot change. If you go to the existing field, these are standard fields, right? You can you cannot modify it. If you want to check once, I will see. Rating. I think that option is not available for standard fields. Is anywhere you can see required checkbox? Condition, no?
Most.
No. So that option is available for only at the time of fields creation. By default, for this, what you can do, instead of the checkbox, you can use a validation rule in case you want to make it required.
Okay.
You can use a validation rule for that case instead of otherwise you can make it using page layout also. Now, what is our requirement? We have to enable that in at the time of field creation, right? For example, if we take the SLA serial number, okay, this is a custom field. How you know this is a custom field?
__ C.
Underscore. So I'll make it required now. This one. Click on. I'll take label name. SLA serial number, right? Also, SL also required. SL serial number also I have made required. Okay. Which option? This is required checkbox. So this many ways we can make a field required in Salesforce. Correct? Ante kasta. So, okay. So SLA is there, phone is there, all these things there. Okay. I'll prepare data now. So RCB, I'll give rating. How many records I'm taking here? Total 24 records. Okay. Phone number 987 1200. Okay. I'll make it 1. Okay. Account number. What I can give? RCB 001 0001. RCB 002. Type prospecting, something we have right values in the type field. Whatever the pick list. If there is any one pick list value, I'll go with the prospect. Okay. Employees, I'll give a 500. SLA is which type of field? That is also pick list. Pick list. So the values here: gold, silver, platinum. I'll make gold. Serial number, it is text field, right? Text. Okay, you can give any number. I'll give a serial number, RCB. Okay. So this SLS serial number is field required. For one record, I'll remove this one. Okay. So SLA also required. Okay, SL also required. For one record, I'll remove this one. Phone also required. I'll remove this. Right? Understand everyone? Arthamainda? So for this RCB32, do we have phone number? Unda?
No, sir.
No. For RCB33, we have SLA.
No.
34, we don't have a SL serial number. But all these three fields is required. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
అవన్నీ కూడా రిక్వైర్డే కాదా?
Yes, sir.
ఏమవుతుంది సార్ ఇప్పుడు డౌన్లోడ్ చేస్తే లోడ్ అవుతుందా అవ్వదా?
అవ్వదు.
Okay, so first we have to save this in which format? Save as browse. Which format you have to save this one? CSV, right? So I'll give a accounts info .csv. Just you can type .csv, automatically this type also converted into CSV. Okay. Now go to the data loader. So click on, we are doing insert operation. Click insert. So we can authenticate two ways. OAuth means we have to select the production sandbox. Click login. It will open username and password. You can do that. So select OAuth first. Login. So developer is production sandbox. Our developer edition arc is a production or sandbox?
Production, sir.
So that's why you have to choose the production. Okay, username and password, madam. You have to enter username and password. Login. So it will allow access. Just click allow. So you can see successful now message after 15 seconds. Right? Once it is successful, just click on next button. So which object you want to load data? ఏ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ లో డేటా లోడ్ చేయాలి మనం ఇప్పుడు లీడా ఆపర్చునిటీనా కేసా ఏ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ దిస్ డేటా ఈస్ ఫర్ విచ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ గట్టిగా చెప్పండి
Leads.
గట్టిగా ఆల్ దిస్ ఫీల్డ్స్ ఈస్ అకౌంట్ రైట్ జస్ట్ నౌ యు హావ్ ట్రైడ్ విత్ ఆల్ థింగ్స్ ఆర్ అకౌంట్ ఓన్లీ అకౌంట్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఓకే సెలెక్ట్ అకౌంట్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ click the file data loader files batch 45 okay there is our file showing only this info file save as browse Excel format and save and what I'll do is just remove this one account info dot csv only okay click save so now we can see account info select this one open so select the which object you want to load data where is your file browse and select that file csv file click next so it will check how many records are there in the your sheet it is showing 24 records are there okay so field mapping these are all like our fields from the excel sheet okay name rating phone number and all so these fields we have to map to the which object account object so already we have selected account object now what you can use just choose an existing not create or edit map you can just click on this create or edit map if you use the auto match field columns what will happen is our excel sheet column names our account object field names both are same name label and everything is same then what will happen it will automatically match for example what you can do click auto match field columns you can see account number is automatically matched with this one because look both are same employees same name phone rating everything is same in case something is different it will not map automatically you have to just drag and drop for example assume this is the remote type here so in this case it is not mapped right what you have to do you have to do drag and drop okay type is not mapped you have to map just select this type you have to like this drag and drop if that's why what I will recommend is always use whatever the names is there in the account object in the account object whatever the field names is there use the same field names in your sheet so that it will be easily mapped it will easily map అర్థమవుతుంది అందరికి దిస్ ఫీల్డ్స్ ఎక్కడి నుంచి చేయాలి సేమ్ యాజ్ ఇస్ మీకు ఈజీగా మ్యాపింగ్ అవ్వాలంటే అకౌంట్ లేబుల్ నేమ్స్ ఫీల్డ్ లేబుల్ నేమ్స్ వాట్ ఎవర్ ఇస్ దర్ యూజ్ సేమ్ లేబుల్ నేమ్స్ సో దట్ ఇట్ విల్ మ్యాప్ ఆటోమేటికల్లీ క్లియర్ ఇఫ్ యూ యూజ్ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ హియర్ something like that HCR number is this field exist in system now account లో ఉందా ఈ ఫీల్డ్ చెప్పండి yes or no
నో సార్
sir.
సో అప్పుడు ఏమవ్వాలి ఇది మ్యాప్ అవ్వదు కాబట్టి ఎప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలంటే సో ఇన్ దిస్ కేస్ యూ విల్ గెట్ SCR number here then you have to drag and drop to map it so that's why you should use the exact field names here so that even if you are giving other fields also fine but it will be like a extra work. Again, you have to do mapping and all. If you give same names, it will map automatically. That is the one thing you have to remember. Okay. So click OK. So everything is matched now. Okay. Click next. So what will happen is, once you are doing insert operation, sometimes what will happen? Some records will insert, some records will fail. Correct? So those success and failure records, where you want to store? Where you want to store success and failure records? History. So it is showing this path, but I don't want to use this path, batch party path. I'll change this one, browse. I'll change to this batch 45. In the batch 45, can I create new field folder here? Okay, new folder, success. Oh my God. Okay, I'll give just new folder now. It's fine. Okay, choose this option. Okay. So what I'll do is, I'll go to this batch 45. For this, I can just give a rename success and error files. Okay. So there I'm having some problems. So I'm directly creating this folder. I'm creating separate file for to store success and error files. Now we can go here. I'll click a browse. I'll choose this file. Okay. Browse. Okay. Okay. So now I'm choosing this path. I want to store success and error files. Click finish. So it will show error message, warning message. We have chosen to insert records. Click yes to begin. Yes, proceed. Now you can see 2 records is filed. There were 26 successful records. So you can click on here also, view success, view errors. Why 2 errors only? We have 3 validations, right? We should get 3 errors. Yes or no?
Yes,
3
sir.
errors రావాలి. Why we have received 2 errors?
Mm-mm.
Because so if you make a required field using page layout option, this will be only from the UI. Salesforce UI only. Salesforce UI means normally if you go to the opportunity account object, if you click new account, right, new button, so that time only page layout validations will work. అర్థమవుతుందా? Everyone is following what I'm saying? If you make any field required using page layout, ఏమవుతుంది సార్? That field is required only when you are creating record from UI. UI అంటే ఏంటి? If you go to the account object, leave. If you go to the account object, if you click new button, right? So this time only that page out field is required. If you are doing using Apex code, you are using some tools, data loader tools, other tools, integration, whatever it may be. So that time that field will be not required. Understand? అర్థమవుతుందా? Page layout validation, when it will work? When this validation will work? Only at the time of record creation in the UI, అంటే this user interface. If you use data loader, import wizard, Apex programming code, something, so that time page layout validations will not consider. అర్థమైంది అందరికీ? అర్థం అవ్వలేదా?
అర్థమైంది సార్.
ఏమర్థమైంది మేడం?
పేజ్ లేఅవుట్ లో రిక్వైర్డ్ ఫీల్డ్ కనుక ఇస్తే అది యూఐలోనే కనిపిస్తుంది, డేటా లోడర్ లో ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసేటప్పుడు కనిపిస్తుంది చెప్పారు.
కనిపించదు కాదు, అప్పుడు వర్క్ అవ్వదు validation.
వర్క్ అవ్వదు.
Understand?
ఎస్ సార్.
So that validation will work only in the UI, not using data loader, using programming, Apex, something, it will not work. అర్థమైందా? But if you make field required using validation rules, or if you make field required using the checkbox, it is mandatory everywhere. UI lo mandatory, UI loading data loader also mandatory, programming also, those fields are required mandatory. That's why you are getting only 2 errors. Why you are not getting this error? Because this required is using we made required because of using page layout. అందుకని ఇది రాలేదు. So now if you go here, if you go to your file, right, success file, you can see all this there, you can write. So if you open error file, so you can get only 2 errors. You can see this. You can go search status, serial number. So one is custom validation. Custom validation means we are creating validation rules, right? If you see error message something like a custom validation means that is validation rule. అర్థమవుతుందా? In case any error in future also, if you see any error something like this custom validation exception means that is a validation rule error message ani. Understand? In case if you see this message required field missing means that is a required checkbox in the field level. ఎవరు ఇస్ ఫాలోయింగ్? అర్థమైందా ఏం చెప్తున్నాను? అర్థం అవ్వలేదా? Say yes or no.
ఎస్ సార్.
ఏమర్థమైంది మేడం?
రిక్వైర్డ్ ఫీల్డ్ చెక్ బాక్స్ దగ్గర
If you see required field missing means that is a required checkbox field. If you see custom validation means that is a validation rule. అర్థమైందా? సింపుల్, right? So now what we can do? We have to enter this data. Otherwise, what is the other option we have now? Even though if data, I want to skip this validation rule. We cannot skip this one, but we can skip this one, validation rule, for admin profile. How we can skip? I want to skip for this validation rules for some specific users, some specific profiles. How we can do that? ఏం చేయాలి? If you want to skip this validation rules for specific users or profiles, we have to go to that validation. There we have to add one condition. For example, if you take admin profile, how we can take where profile name is not equal to admin. In case I want to skip this validation rule for Rohit Sharma, where username not equals to Sharma. Correct? If you use that condition, now Varaprasad is login, Varaprasad is admin profile, so it will trigger or not trigger validation. Trigger avvada avvada? In case అవ్వదు, if you use that condition in the validation rule.
నాట్ ఈక్వల్ టు పెట్టి అవుతుంది సార్.
Someone will ask how we can skip validation rule this. We can use a profile names not equal to username not equal to something that is equal, you can skip that. Understood what is the difference between three now? ఈ త్రీ ఎందుకు ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్పండి, అర్థమవుతుందా మీకు? So in case if you make a required field using page layout, that is only in the UI. That's it. If you are using data loader Apex code, it will not, that validation will not work. Understand? Okay. So you can see this is the error file, and you can see the success file as a board. There is success file. This is success file. So once the record is inserted, you can see status. What is the status it is saying in the success file? Em comes in status meeku?
Item created.
Along with that, you can see what is automatic added here.
IDs.
IDs. Okay, for every record, if you create, it will give a ID, Salesforce ID. Okay. So normal just to remember easily, because for account object, always record ID will start with the 001. Just remember this. It is not required. No one will lost. But normal మనం Salesforce మీద పని చేస్తా ఉంటే, you can observe this one 003. For user object, ID will start with 005. For example, opportunity object, I think it is 006. User 005, contact 003, I think it will be 006 only. So for some few Salesforce objects, right? These are all standard objects or custom objects, even.
Standard object.
So standard objects, if you go any environment, either developer edition, real-time project, wherever you go, మరి AR go open చేసినా కూడా, so that record IDs will start with like that only. If you open, for example, this account, you can see record ID starting with which one?
001.
If you go to the opportunity, even if you open your org also, you can see same thing. This standard objects prefix will be never change. ఎక్కడో చేంజ్ అవ్వదు ఇది. సో ఇన్ కేస్ మీరు ఐడిలో 006 అంటేనే ఈజీగా అర్థమైపోవాలి మన మైండ్లో, దిస్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఆపర్చునిటీ రికార్డ్, దిస్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఆపర్చునిటీ రికార్డ్ అని చెప్పి మనం అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి. అండర్స్టాండ్ ఎవ్రీవన్?
Yes, sir.
సో యూ కెన్ సీ ఇట్స్ సేమ్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ టాస్క్ ఆల్సో స్టాండర్డ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్. ఫర్ టాస్క్ ఐ థింక్ ఇట్ విల్ బి, if you open any one record, it is not showing ID here. Campaign will not use that much. Lead, I think 00Q. If you open lead, it will start with 00Q, I think. You can see 00Q. So if you open user 005, some objects at least remember. Ante man general ga work chese in real time also mostly these objects only. So that's why you should remember. If you go any or this prefix will be same. Sometimes you can see Salesforce record ID is 15 digit. Sometimes you can see it is like 18 digit. Okay, both are same. Okay, you can use any ID while inserting, updating, and things. Okay. So why ID is important is in the Salesforce, right? For insert, we don't need anything because that is completely new record. You can insert the database. So next time onwards, if you are loading same data, right? That means what? In case next time onwards, actually records annitiki you want to update data. I don't want insert again. What is your requirement now? Just for this existing success record, just they updated like rating equals to hot. So these records already there in system or not there? Even now system already. Just now we have inserted. Yes or no? Hello? ఈ రికార్డ్స్ ఇందాక ఇన్సర్ట్ చేస్తామా చేయలేదా? ఇంకా డౌట్ ఉంది మీకు? ఆర్గ్లో ఓపెన్
చేసాం సార్, ఇప్పుడు అప్డేట్ చేస్తున్నారు.
ఇఫ్ యు గో క్లిక్ హియర్ అకౌంట్, టుడే అకౌంట్స్ ఇస్ దేర్, ఏమన్నా ఇక్కడ ఉందా లేదా? మై అకౌంట్స్, యూ కెన్ సీ ఆర్సిబి, ఆల్ దిస్ అకౌంట్, రైట్? ఇట్ ఈస్ ఇన్సర్టెడ్ ఎక్సెప్ట్ 2 రికార్డ్స్. ఏ రికార్డ్స్ ఇన్సర్ట్ అవ్వలేదు? లాస్ట్ 2 రికార్డ్స్ ఆఫ్ ద రిమైనింగ్ ఇన్సర్ట్, ఆల్ ద రికార్డ్స్ ఆర్ ఇన్సర్టెడ్. Correct? Which one is not inserted? RTB 31, 33. Okay, 32, 34 is not inserted. So again, you want to insert, what you have to do for this one? You should give phone number here. For this one, what you have to give? You have to give SLA serial number. Correct? So like this, you have to do. In case if any errors will come, you can do that option. You have to update the data, you can insert it. But I don't want now. Just you can give like this. Okay. Now I want to update this customer also. Gold. So previously rating is hot, cold. Now it is hot, right? So how we can update now? Can I upload same file again? If you upload same file again, what will happen? It will create new record. It will update existing record. How system will know? Okay, this record is already there in system. How Salesforce will know? Already this record is there in system. వాళ్ళ దగ్గర ఉందని చెప్పి Salesforce ఎలా తెలుస్తుంది in database?
Existing record.
Huh?
Existing
Because of
record.
ID, Salesforce ID. Understand, sir? Salesforce ID generated means already this record is there. Okay, for example, I'll put now. It is here. So if you use directly this file, what will happen? It will completely insert a new record because there is no like something like checking. But if you use ID, what will happen? Okay, if you use Salesforce record ID, it will check first. Okay, this record ID is there, then update the data. If record ID is there, it is like identification. Okay, in real time also, when you are updating a record from one system to using some integrations or any outside programming and anywhere, so this record ID is important. If ID is there, that means data record is there. So update it. If you are not giving this ID, what it will think? System will think again it is like a new data. అర్థమవుతుందా? ఎవర్ ఇస్ ఫాలోయింగ్ వాట్ ఐమ్ సేయింగ్? మనకు ఏదో ఒక రికార్డ్ ఇన్సర్ట్ అయిందంటే మన అప్లికేషన్, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇఫ్ యూ క్రియేట్ హాల్ టికెట్, యూ విల్ గెట్ హాల్ టికెట్ నెంబర్. Okay, again if you are not giving, again for example, once you generate hall ticket, in case if you want to change name or something, you want to change phone number in that hall ticket, em cheyali? No need to create submit again form. Malli again you don't need to submit again new form. Em cheyali? If you give your hall ticket number, they will adjust your phone number. అంతే, మళ్ళీ సపరేట్ గా న్యూ రికార్డ్స్ క్రియేట్ చేసే అవసరం లేదు. అండర్స్టాండ్ అయిందా లేదా బ్రో? సార్ మేడం అర్థమైందా లేదా అందరికి? Why ID is important? So if ID is there, that means already record is there in database. So it will update it. To update, we should use a record ID in Salesforce. Same like hall ticket. Hall ticket number, that it is like a unique. Same hall ticket number will not give for other persons. Untunda? Malashri like example. Kusumak same ID you can give? Same hall ticket number?
ఉండదు సార్.
Undadu. And it should be unique. So similarly in Salesforce also, if you create any record, account, contact, aperture, student, teacher, it will give one unique ID, Salesforce record ID. So next time onwards, what will happen? If you want to update this data, they will use ID. Okay, which one they have to use? They have to use the all ticket number to update their information. Then again, they will not create a new form. So similarly, Salesforce also, we should use the record ID. Okay, so now record ID is there means what will happen? So it will check in the update. Okay, ID is there. Okay, update the rating now. Okay, so I'll create a same file, save as. Browse account update info. I'll create separate file. Account update info. Click save. Okay. So now go here, click OK. So now which operation you are doing? Insert operation. Which one you want to do now? Update. Because already records are there. How you know these records are there in system? Because of ID. ID unnante meaning enti? Already data is there in your system. Okay. So now click on update. Which object? Account update only. Where is your file? Account update info. Open. Okay, just 1 minute. I want to show you that thing. Na? For example, remove this. So just to understand this concept, I'll give this serial. So is this field there in the account object now? ఈ field ఉందా? ఈ column ఇలా name ఉందా ఏదైనా ఒకటి?
No, sir.
No, not there, right? Okay, we'll see how mapping will work now. Go save. I'll click update again. Choose the account object. Choose the file. Account update info. Open. Click next. Okay, 22 records ఉన్నాయి. Yes. Okay. So create or edit map. Auto match. అన్ని మ్యాచ్ అయినాయి సార్. దిస్ ఈజ్ నాట్ మ్యాచ్. వై?
అది లేదు సార్.
Number is there.
ఉంది మేడం, ఫీల్డ్ అయితే ఉంది, బట్ డిఫరెంట్ నేమ్. ఇక్కడ మనం సీరియల్ నెంబర్ అంటే షార్ట్ కట్ ఇచ్చాము. సో దిస్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ నేమ్ ఇస్ నాట్ దేర్. సో ఏం చేయాలి ఇప్పుడు?
Just drag and drop.
యూ హావ్ టు డ్రాగ్ అండ్ డ్రాప్ దిస్ ఫీల్డ్ కదా, ఇది జస్ట్ డ్రాగ్ అండ్ డ్రాప్ చేయాలి. అండర్స్టాండ్?
Yes, sir. అవ్వలేదు sir.
అర్థం కాలే మేడం?
అవ్వలేదు కదా సార్ అక్కడ అది.
అయ్యింది కాదు మ్యాప్. దిస్ ఈజ్ ఏపీఐ నేమ్. జనరలీ దీస్ ఆర్ ఆల్ ఏపీఐ నేమ్స్.
కనిపించింది సార్.
ఇది సీరియల్ నెంబర్ అంటే ఇట్ విల్ యాడ్ ఏపీఐ నేమ్స్ హియర్, నాట్ లేబుల్ నేమ్స్. ఓకే, in the mapping it will be API names, but actually in the background it is like a label name. Okay. So for example, you are loading same data again and again. Okay, మీరు ఈ data ని load చేసుకోవాలనుకోండి. For example, you are not correcting this label name. So in that case, what you can do is you can do the save mapping. So next time onwards, if you do anything like this type of file, same type of file, so you can use this mapping. For example, account mapping file. So next time onwards, you don't need to map manual also. If you use this mapping file, it will map automatically. Understand? Ardham avutunda? I'll show you save mapping. Where it is saved now? Okay, batch 45. Save. Okay. Yes. Ardham avutunda? What is the use of save mapping? For example, again after 1 hour, I want to load same data, but I'm using same type of file. So in that case, what you can do? You don't need to use this automatic mapping. So in the background, if you go click here, you can see choose an existing mapping, right? Just now we have mapped, saved that file. That file you can use automatically, it will come here. Okay, I'll show you that option maybe the next. So now everything is mapped now. IDs, everything is mapped. ID is important for update. Click next. Same, successful error file. Finish. What is the operation you have chosen, sir? ఏం ఆపరేషన్ చూసాం ఇందాక? What is the operation we are doing now? What is the action we are doing now? Insert update. Update. You have chosen to update existing records. The action you are about to take continue. Yes. So all records are success. You can see here only success. Success. What is the status now?
Item updated.
Previously, what is the status you have seen? The status?
Item created.
Correct. So now what we have updated in this record?
Cost.
Rating. Correct?
Rating.
So you can go, you can check any one RCB record now. Rating is updated or not. Right? Understand everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So like this, you can do the insert and update. So next remaining all operation we'll discuss next class. All these things. Okay. So tomorrow we don't have a class. Saturday, Sunday, 3 days we don't have a class. Tomorrow I'm traveling.